I am a Star Wars fan, if I haven't ever made that clear enough. And this video is dedicated to one of my favorite all-time Star Wars games ever created. It represents my personal experiences and opinions, and not those of the public eye. I grew up with a PlayStation 2, with a pretty big game library, because I was just a spoiled little brat. However, when looking back at my library, it didn't really make sense, considering I only played one specific game. When I was attending primary school, we used to have these casual annual walking marathons that you did with your school and surrounding schools in that area, where you and family members of your choosing would walk so many kilometers for 4 consecutive evenings. Usually on the final evening, you get greeted by your family members at the finish line and you receive a medal, a general gift like flowers or chocolate. And one of these evenings, I got gifted a PlayStation 2 game by my dad. That game was Star Wars Battlefront 2. Countless hours of galactic conquest, instant action, campaign, and to this day, I still think it's my most played game, even after Rocket League. This and Star Wars Rogue Squadron for the PC were probably my real first experiences at Star Wars games. That was the point Star Wars really took over my life, and I didn't really start to care about my own planet and my own universe, and I just wanted to be a little kid who wanted to be a Jedi or a clone trooper. If you know me, story in games isn't usually something I like to settle for. Just give me someone to shoot or beat with my lead gamer skills. So apart from Battlefront 2's campaign mode, I hadn't really touched any story-driven games. That was until one day I received another gift from my dad. Thanks, Dad. It was this collection of 5 different Star Wars games in one CD box. The ones that stood out to me the most were Empire at War, which was a real-time strategy game where you fight as the Rebellion or the Empire, and Star Wars Republic Commando. Republic Commando was released on February 28th, 2005, and honestly I was way too young to be playing these games. But I didn't care. A first-person shooter developed by LucasArts, rest in peace, Republic Commando puts you in the shoes of a clone commando, an elite unit of the Grand Army of the Republic. Clone commandos work in squads of 4. They were issued highly specialized training programs to become the deadliest units in the clone army. Every single commando was trained to handle specialized tasks. One would handle sniping and assassination, where others would become demolition experts or even slicers. All commandos were equally trained at skills like hostage extractions, sabotage, espionage, covert ops, and other skills necessary for special operations. Equipped with distinguishable armor from regular clone troopers, a DC-17 interchangeable weapon system that could fit any operation at any time, improvised explosive devices, and a variety of grenades, Republic Commandos were pretty well armed to handle all kinds of situations. Republic Commando follows the tale of Delta Squad, and it puts the player in the role of the boss, Delta 3-8. You will go through the game together with your clone brothers, Delta 4-0, Fixer, the second in command and an exceptional slicer, Delta 6-2, Scorch, a light-hearted joker who's the demolitions expert of your team. And there's Delta 07, or Sev, who is the master sniper and lives off the thrill of combat with a dark, gritty sense of humor. LucasArts has done an exceptional job at giving your 3 brothers distinct personalities. All throughout the game, you will find your partners bantering around or just putting each other in their place when necessary.
Let's move on. That'll make man twice. This place gives me the creeps. Let's form up.
Scorch, nothing better than a jungle hunt. Hiding in the bush, putting a plasma bolt through a hostile's cranium. Makes me feel alive.
Okay, now 07's giving me the creeps.
There's the core ship, sir.
Are you sure, 40? Maybe there's another one around the corner. Someone important noted your excellent Sungeonosis. You hear that, Sev? Someone thinks I'm excellent.
Well, at least that makes 2 of you.
Delta Squad, prepare for
Get
low
fucked,
gravity
Scorch.
What's that, sir? I didn't copy.
Just some interference on the comlink.
Yeah, nothing special, just don't you worry about it, Fixer.
6-2 here. I think I've reached the coolant intake valve. No, wait. It's an exhaust port.
Close enough.
You can the chatter until you've got something useful to say.
This game features a squad command type system, where you use your F1 to F4 keys to issue squad commands. You can command your squad to take offensive formations, form up, secure an area, or cancel all orders and move on. You are in command. You are the boss, and you have the responsibilities to keep your squad from dying. And fun fact, when you shoot and down your teammates enough, they will stop obeying your orders and will even shoot you on sight. Republic Commando is a single player focused game, but it never really feels like that. Except for the couple missions where you're actually completely on your own, separated from your squad. You and your squad will always have something to talk about, whether it's tactical information or just straight up brotherly rivalry.
Deltas, report in. Any signs of life?
7 here. I've got nothing.
This is Delta 4-0. No life signs yet.
6-2 reporting. Nothing but Minox, sir. It's disgraceful.
If vermin keep eating through the power conduits, this ship won't be worth its weight in scrap.
This is 6-2. I'm getting some interference on my visor. Wait, now it's gone. Strange.
Unlike usual AI companions in games, you actually feel like these have a brain. Plus, they even do pretty decent damage to enemies. There was another mine. Don't tell me he's gonna die already.
Lizard down. That was easy. Hang on, Fixer.
Wow, he killed all of them. Okay, well. On top of that, they sometimes even act out of instinct, like when they approach a Bacta healing station, for example. You can feel that your squad mates have these distinct roles to fill throughout the battle. Give Seth the sniper position, or give Scorch the anti-armor or grenadier spot, and you will experience this satisfying synergy with your squad. It can get really intense sometimes too, when 2 of your squad mates are downed and you have an army of battle droids riding your way. Do you force the simultaneous revive in the hopes that you don't get downed? Or do you take tactical positions and fight the army of Persians who's coming towards you like you're Leonidas? This is Delta Squad's story, but it's also your story. You paved the way forward through the Clone Wars. There's a variety of pretty long and diverse missions, but they all take place on 3 different worlds. And I say worlds because there's 2 planets and 1 overrun clown assault ship. The other 2 planets being Geonosis and Kashyyyk. This might seem like there's not that much variety in levels, but the designs make them pretty distinct from each other. Every world has its own variety of different missions, whether it's destroying a droid facility, reuniting with a captured squad mate, or protecting and escorting an important asset. While some missions may get a little dull and repetitive, I never really felt like I was bored. It is, after all, a game released in 2005, and I probably completed the game at least 10 times. A huge reason why might also be the incredible soundtrack from this game, including a couple scores from John Williams himself, who is the main composer for Star Wars. The rest of the soundtrack mainly features heavy male choir music, which, I quote, represent the unified thoughts of the clone troopers as they fight and die together for the Republic without any regard for their own lives. Jesse Harlin, composer for LucasArts. And honestly, I couldn't have said it better myself. This is also the very first soundtrack or game even that features Mandoa, or Mandalorian, which is a fictional language in the Star Wars universe, which you can also learn. There's also a multiplayer mode in this game, but it no longer works, unless you mod the game. Correct me if I'm wrong. But even back in the day, you could tell that the multiplayer wasn't really where this game is supposed to shine. It was just so cool to have this dark, gritty, first-hand clone trooper experience, instead of the usual Jedi Sith adventure that you would get in Star Wars games. And on top of that, there are just so many small details that add to this game. Just something as simple as the outline of your helmet, which is showing at all times, which you can turn off, by the way. Or your visor can get messy by slicing up bugs and droids, which it then cleans off. And they even went as far as to create dialogue for if you're spamming commands back and forth not knowing what to do. Sorry, okay? I misclicked. However, the worst thing that this game left, even to this day, is the ending. It left on such an incredible cliffhanger, and a sequel was never made to follow up on it. A game called Star Wars Imperial Commando was presumably developed, but the project got cancelled later on. The sales for Republic Commando were pretty low, and that's probably why they were just like, yeah, it's just, we don't care. I still pray to DICE, to EA, to whoever's out there, that one day we will get our answers. We want a sequel to this great story, to Delta Squad story, and to these amazing characters. Because, to be honest, they just deserve one. And also the devs from 2005 deserve more recognition for the love and passion they put into the story of Delta Squad. Ask any Star Wars fan, and I'm sure at least 90% could tell you who Delta Squad is. We all want answers, EA. What happened to our brother? Tell us. In conclusion, Republic Commando is one of my all-time favorite games. And this is coming from someone who mainly only plays multiplayer games. Decades later, it still holds up surprisingly well. After trying this game again on stream recently, I did find a couple flaws here and there, where some melee hits wouldn't register, or you'd feel like you would die from thin air, like, you know. Sometimes some objectives would soft lock as well, so I'd had to restart the stage or load my last save and then go again. But honestly, I can look past all of this. It has a certain charm to it, I guess. And I mean, it still is just a great game. I would recommend all of you to give this one-of-a-kind Star Wars experience a go. Even for non-Star Wars fans, I feel like this game is just unique. It's not your typical Star Wars game. It's more like Rainbow Six Siege with lasers. Pew. And if you've stuck all the way to here, I want to thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments, did I convince you to buy or try Star Wars Republic Commando? And if you're a veteran of the series, what was your favorite mission? Or moment? Or character? Let me know. All the footage you were seeing across the screen somewhere was recorded live on twitch.tv/Stevis. So if you want to see more of this, then be sure to drop a subscribe here or a follow there maybe. Also like video. Yes. Thank you for watching. Have a good one.